Okay guys, everybody listen up. I'm going to get into a little bit of technical stuff. Everybody plug in. Remember, you hear me say this all the time. There's not a wrong way or a right way. There's a better way. What I want to do is talk a little bit about the two-handed backhand, okay? Simply because I'm seeing some of you guys, okay, hit the two-handed backhand, and there's a couple different ways to do this. As you know, what we would prefer would be more of an ATP backhand. So when the racket goes back, you're going to take it back with your shoulders. The hands stay along the pelvis. That's your waist area. Okay, look at this take back. The body's the car, the racket's the passenger, the racket goes back, okay? The right arm is straight, the left elbow is bent, and the racket head is above the wrist. Then when you go to hit the ball, all the power starts from the ground. Even though we're talking muscle mechanics of your arm, the power starts from the ground. You drive up from the ground. The leg comes up, the hip turns, then the trunk turns, now it comes out through the racket. But watch this. Once I set the racket, even if I did ATP, what you don't want to do when the ball bounces is make a bubble loop. Okay, especially if it goes on the other side. The problem is you can get away with this because the two-handed backhand is more trunk orientated, so you can get away with it a lot more than the forehand. But here's what we don't want you to do. When you take the racket back, even if you did a bubble loop, okay, the bigger muscles, as I was telling Edie, the bigger muscles bring the racket through. It's almost like you put your hand in the bathtub and you're pushing the water, okay? What you're doing on your backhand, the hand disconnects and you got this wrist movement before it hits the slot and comes through. The best thing to do, pull with the right, push with the left. The best of the best, Djokovic, Sinner, Agassi. I could show you all the best two-handed backhand. They all have common threads. They take it back the same, but when they go to hit the ball, okay, the body is pulling the racket through contact, okay? It's not snapping through, because when you snap it through, the contact point's gonna deviate. What that means, it's gonna shift a little bit. Now, if the ball is slow, like a lot in the 12s and 14s, you could do this. Okay, well, maybe not that. And then hit a backhand. Speed is around the corner. 16, 18, college, pro. That's how you develop, that's how you determine stroke mechanics. How does it respond to 50, 60, 70 mile an hour ball? That's why today, compaction, keeping things simple, is better. So some of you hit the ball good, but you can hit it better if you try to implement what I just said about the two-handed backhand. Deal? Deal. One more thing. 1, 2, good patience. 3, bang! I'll see you later. That was a good bang.